Okay, we're going to be working on applied sharp 9 chords. They're a form of a 7th with an extra 9th, but the 9th gets moved up a half step, so it's called a sharp 9. And you're going to get some chord theory in that. And then there's some exercises, some mystery melodies that, mystery classics is what I'm calling them, and you can try them when I'm there. And then we're going to do a little study in the sharp 9 chords in Taxman, Purple Haze, and Spooky. And then there's just a little review of a sweep. So I'm not going to do all those for this, but we're going to start with a little chord theory again. So you remember how when you start with, let's say A, if that's your 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 is D, so A is 1, D is 4, and 4, 5, E is the 5 chord, right? And then is the 6 minor, right? And like the 1, 2 minor, so 6 minor, 2 minor. So those, remember those counts of the notes in the scale? Well, what we're doing here is we're playing, we could start in the A. You play the A bass and the 5th, and then you leave the next one, instead of an octave, you come off a whole step, which makes it dominant 7th chord. And then you put in your 3rd, right? And then these notes are going to change, because now, so now we have the octave 7ths, not the root, but then this note is going to go in there. And the chord chart at the top starts with D, so we're at fret 5, right there with our root, our D root, and then middle, and then pinky, and then you put in the octave. See? So that's the D7. Let me tell you how it will be. And then you hear. So this is another sharp 9. It's the 2nd chord on the top. So there's a reversal. You were here leading with ring, but when you play the 9, this finger has to change and come over here. So middle jumps over, ring jumps over here, and this one is going to still hang out behind them. And then you use your pinky. And you don't have to play the top E string, anything. Just really the 4 middle ones. 'Cause I'm the tax man. Yeah, I'm the... And there's a G, sharp 9 if you like. And back to D. So that's Taxman. Now it's also in Purple Haze. When I was a kid, people just said, play that Hendrix chord. Well, what they meant was the 7th with the sharp 9. Now, some people will say, well, you can play it here, which is sort of like the beginning of Sgt. Pepper's. Right? But Jimmy was doing it here a lot. And even up here. And they're almost the same. You can't keep him in front, because when you move to the next pair of strings, you've got that difference where you tune, where it matches at the 4th. So since you're using string 4, or 3 and 4, you've got to do it here. 12, 11, 12, 12. So it would be like a... Did you get that? So 2 of the E notes. And then... Oh, actually, I think that's Foxy Lady. Anyway, it's a Hendrix thing. And then there's this other song by the Classics 4, who later became, they changed their name after the 60s were over, and they became, I don't know. Anyway, it'll hit me later. So in that song called Spooky, it's like, in the cool of the evening when everything is getting kind of crazy, I think they say groovy, you call me up and ask me if you'd like to go with me to see a movie. First you say no, got some plans for the night, and then you say, alright, love is kinda crazy with a spooky little girl like you. And here's the sharp, sorry, it's a B. So you got the B root, the 5th, and then the 7th, and then the 3rd, and then an octave 7th, and then a sharp 9. You always keep me guessing. And here it is, B. So it's 7, and then 9, and then 7, and then 8, and then 10, 10. Okay? It's just, it was used a lot in, even in disco. And Jimmy Page has used it too in songs. So that's about the sharp 9, and I know that's going to help. There's some little sweepy things that you can do. Just trying to get through from the major and then the minor. So remember, when you play major, you got an octave in there. And when you play a minor, you got the other octave, the flat of the 3rd. So you can practice if you want to use finger picking. That's kind of how I do it. I don't normally use the plectrum pick, but if you do, you can work on that too. All right, see ya.